so long as lips shall kiss, and eyes shall see. So long lives this, and this gives life to thee. A person who does nothing will enjoy no happiness. For it is a universal rule that however bashful or angry a woman may be, she never disregards a man's kneeling at her feet. A man loves a girl ever so much. He never succeeds in winning her without a great deal of talking. Love is necessary to satisfy the mind, ethics to satisfy the conscience, and spiritual seeking for peace of soul. Without food and clothes, the body becomes thin and weak. Without eroticism, the mind becomes restless and unsatisfied. Without virtue, ethics, the conscience goes astray. Without spirituality, the soul is degraded. A person acquainted with the true principles of this science, who preserves his dharma, virtue or religious merit, his artha, worldly wealth, and his kama, pleasure or sensual gratification, and who has regard to the customs of the people, is sure to obtain the mastery over his senses. In short, an intelligent and knowing person, attending to dharma, artha, and also to kama, without becoming the slave of his passions, will obtain success in everything that he may do. Kama is the enjoyment of appropriate objects by the five senses of hearing, feeling, seeing, tasting, and smelling. Assisted by the mind together with the soul. The ingredient in this is a peculiar contact between the organ of sense and its object, and the consciousness of pleasure which arises from that contact is called kama. When we repress our desires, they do not disappear, but stay beneath the surface and continue to exert their influence. Prohibition arouses desire and suggests stratagems for satisfying it. If a woman has manifested her love or desire, either by signs or by motions of the body, and is afterwards rarely or never seen anywhere, or if a woman is met for the first time, the man should get a go-between to approach her It should also be noted that the first encounter may be a failure if love play is not known. The man must be more careful than the woman in the act of copulation, since he does not know how to restrain himself, while the woman is always hesitant. The responsibility lies with both. Now the true lover, having got up in the morning and performed the necessary duties, should wash their teeth, apply a limited quantity of ointments and perfumes to the body, put some ornaments on their person, look at theirself in the mirror. Having eaten that which gives fragrance to the mouth, they should perform their usual business, bathe daily, anoint the body with oil every other day, apply a lathering substance to the body every 3 days, get the head, including the face, shaved every 4 days, and the other parts of the body every 5 to 10 days. All these things should be done without fail, and the sweat of the armpits should also be removed. In all these things connected with love, everybody should act according to the customs of his country and his own inclination. A man should therefore pay regard to the place, to the time, and to the practice which is to be carried out, as also as to whether it is agreeable to his nature and to himself. And then he may or may not practice these things according to circumstances. But after all, these things being done secretly, and the mind of the man being fickle, how can it be known what any person will do at any particular time and for any particular purpose? Happiness, both given and received, is mutual enjoyment. For this shared happiness and pleasure, a man is willing to give himself entirely. For a man, as a woman, the total gift of self is a source of wonderful happiness and luck. Sexual intercourse is not merely a pleasure of the senses. More important is the sacrifice of oneself, the gift of self. To understand the mystery of sexual intercourse, to know and make use of what is fitting, is the essential difference between a man and a beast. Conversation of Brahmins. Such, then, is the Kama Sutra. Any action which conduces to the practice of Dharma, Artha, and Kama together, or of any two, or even of one of them, should be performed. But any action which conduces to the practice of one of them at the expense of the remaining two should not be performed. Even by day, and in a place of public resort, when her lover shows her any mark that she may have inflicted on his body, she should smile at the sight of it, and turning her face as if she were going to chide him, she should show him with an angry look the marks on her own body that have been made by him. Thus, if men and women act according to each other's liking, their love for each other will not be lessened, even in 100 years.